Welcome into the PHNX Daily Bet Show, brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and leave a 5-star review for Mr. Johnny Venerable. It's a Friday, and we're feeling good. How we doing, Johnny?
Are we feeling good? This is the first Friday without football, Pro Bowl, or what have you to discuss in some time, and I don't like it. And we're not going to have regular football again until next August, so I'm feeling very sad.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I'm still doing really well, if in case you were wondering.
I like how your shirt, your hat, and your hair all match. It's kind of like this beige creamsicle deal kind of going on. Wow, look at that. That's an interesting choice.
I got my college football playoff socks on too. Can't really see them.
I just see your hairy leg.
2020. In hopes that in 2026 they expand to 12 teams, but whatever. We'll go to my props and picks from yesterday. I did pretty well. Greek Freak did go over. Duncan Robinson did go over. And then my picks, Capitals won. But then the Heat did not. They won by 4. And this was crazy. The over was 226. I thought this was free money in regulation. They went into double overtime and didn't hit that. So 3 for 5. Hovering around that 66%.
Charlotte's so bad. I can't watch them.
Yeah, LaMelo had a triple-double, I think, though, so that's fun. That's something. So good day overall, Johnny, while you were gone. How did you enjoy your birthday?
It was good. It was my 16th birthday. I went down to the Maricopa DMV. Actually, we don't have one here. I actually drove to Casa Grande and got my license renewed. So you and I and company can get to the NFL Combine in 2 weeks, and I'm not stopped at the gate in Phoenix because I have an expired license. So other than that, I'm doing well.
Good. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad you were able to get your license renewed.
Look at this. Look at this.
Get your license for the first.
Here's the picture right here.
I saw a picture on Instagram yesterday that kind of went viral throughout PHNX's Slack.
Yeah, let's not talk about that photo.
I unfortunately don't have it, but I might as well grab it and send it to Jacob so he can get it up there.
No, we're not going to do that today.
Okay, I won't do that today. Maybe we'll do that.
Thank you so much.
When you lay a big stinker. Anyway,
so no, I have to give some context to this photo. My alma mater, Illinois State, posting about their cherished alumni on their birthdays. I was by the way most outstanding student in journalism my last year at TV10. That's why they have that photo. It was we all that semester in college, right, where I was doing too much bulk at the gym, right? I was doing a bulk look, and I was eating a lot of Taco Bell and drinking a lot of cheap beverages. By the way, I have not had Taco Bell since that semester in school.
I got it, Jacob.
Do not get the photo. Do not pull it up. Don't do it. Don't you dare.
It's going to happen.
I haven't had Taco Bell since 2010. Fuck it. Put the photo up. Let's just
hold on one second. Keep talking. You haven't had Taco Bell since 2010.
I haven't had Taco Bell since 2010. And so, my alma mater could have opted to choose one of the many photos that I have on Twitter, Instagram, maybe me at the Cowboys game or on the Cardinals field to showcase their alumni. But they took this photo and put it on their Insta story, which our GM Saul Bookman graciously took. Look how big my head is. And listen, body image, body positivity is a real thing. So there are folks out there who struggle with body positivity. So love yourself, love thyself, right? Cheesy Gordita Crunch. They used to do this cheesy burrito for like $1. And then I was doing a lot of whey protein on the side and then just crushing it in the journalism department. So you mix all that together, and then that's me in, I believe, 2009, 2010, which
literally doesn't look like you.
When I started dating my wife. So that's how you know it was true love.
Wow. Love that. That is an amazing picture, as Henry says in the chat. Well, we have a lot of picks to go over, kind of a hodgepodge of stuff. I don't really know where to start. The All-Star game's this weekend. So that's going to be fun. Why don't we just head over to your picks for this weekend? What are your favorite couple things you like the most?
Justin Thomas at the Genesis Invitational. You can get him anytime I see him plus over 1,000. To me, he is too good of a player at this point in his career. I like Justin Thomas this weekend to win the Genesis Invitational, which I believe was supposed to kick off yesterday and get going, but you can still get him at plus 1,200.
Mhm.
And then Butler at the college ranks against what I think is a fraudulent St. John's team. Yes, Butler is on the road, but I do like them to cover. And now this number, by the way, since I sent it to you, has gone down to plus 7.5. So the money is on Butler right now. So that game actually, it's nice. It's fun to like preview games. That game tips off in just a couple of hours. So you have an opportunity to get some fast cash there. And then I despise LeBron James at this point, but I do think he is going to try to play ultimate hero ball to supplement for the fact that his Lakers are horrific. And they are a 5.5 point favorite in the All-Star game. Kevin Durant, like, what does even Durant do? No one cares about Durant right now. So I will go team LeBron minus 5.5 in the All-Star game, but he is not going to be my MVP. And I'll tell you why here in a second.
Yeah, well, speaking of the Lakers, I addressed this yesterday on the show, and unfortunately it happened in a bad way for Anthony Davis. We did say he does get injured frequently. Usually it's just a tweaked ankle, and we weren't hoping for an injury by no means.
You said hopefully, like as a part of your sentence, that it sounded like.
No, I was saying hopefully it's not bad. That's what I was saying.
But it is. It will be bad.
We were never hoping for injuries, but of course Anthony Davis did get injured when we were talking about that, and it looks pretty bad. So hopefully he's okay. I would like to see him back before the playoffs, just so Lakers fans don't really have anything to bitch about, but they always do. So in terms of the Justin Thomas thing, Justin Thomas is 4 under right now. He's off at 120 today. Joaquin Neiman's leading at minus 13, but it's Friday. Anything can happen, and we'll throw up my picks because I like someone who's also 4 under in Colin Morikawa. He's at plus 1,600 to win the whole thing. He tees off at 110, so a little before. And then you see the scripture right there, IPFW. Do you know what that is, Johnny?
Is that like pro wrestling, maybe?
IPFW minus 5.5.
Federation of Wrestling.
No, it's not, Johnny. It's a college basketball program. It's the Fort Wayne Mastodons. They're at Green Bay today, not the Packers.
Intermediate Panera French wing. I want to say French baguette. If that said B, it would have been perfect.
Yeah, that would have been great, but it's not. It's the Mastodons. They're 16-10 at Green Bay, who's 4-21.
That's a great mascot.
So yeah, give me the Mastodons minus 5.5 all day, and then I also like the Golden Knights and Kings over tonight. That's set at 6. So I'm taking that all day. The Knights like to score, and the Kings aren't superb at defending their own goal. So taking that over 6. Those are my 3 picks for today. We also have some props that we'll get into in a little bit, but all of this stuff is available on the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Right now, they have a great offer for new customers. Bet just $1 on any NBA team. Get $150 in free bets when you haven't signed up, and you do using that promo code PHNX. That team has to win, though. So pick a winner. Unlike Johnny did when he picked the Philadelphia 76ers plus 3 at the Celtics, and they lost by 50.
Let's not talk about that game ever again.
Sportsbook is the top number 1 sportsbook in America. It's safe, it's secure, it's reliable, and best of all, you can deposit and withdraw cash whenever you want. It also makes things way more fun to bet on. So when you're watching the All-Star game and you're miserable watching people walk up and down the court, or you're watching the Pro Bowl and for some reason you want to bet the under like Johnny did as well, you can have more fun with it on the DraftKings Sportsbook app. So use that promo code PHNX when you sign up at just $1 on any NBA team. Get $150 in free bets if the team that you bet on wins. That's promo code PHNX this week at the DraftKings Sportsbook app. It's 21 plus, Arizona only. Gambling problem, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. New customers only. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for more details. Okay, fun stuff going on this weekend. As we said, the All-Star game got All-Star Saturday with probably the best All-Star weekend in pro sports, wouldn't you say?
I like the All-Star game in Major League Baseball more because I like the game itself is the most it's so similar to an actual baseball game.
Well, it means something.
Right. And I like the home run derby more than the dunk contest. The dunk contest to me is a sham now, unless you're an NBA cutthroat diehard. 3-point competition, which we'll talk about here in a second, is my favorite of all of the festivities. Baseball is archaic in a lot of ways, but I think that's why their All-Star weekend is the best. Easily, football is the worst, and I can say that as a football guy, football beat reporter. NBA would be a number 2. I like this game to me. It's like
the game itself
Globetrotters. It's Globetrotter-esque.
Well, yeah, I would agree. I would say MLB is probably the most fun to watch. But 10 years ago, I think the All-Star Weekend was at a different time. It was so much more fun. You know, you had Dwight Howard
Yeah.
with all these props. It was way more fun 10 years ago, and now it just seems like such a letdown every year. So yeah, I would have to agree with you. MLB is
I
the
like
best.
those old videos of Shaq watching Vince Carter during the dunk contest,
With
and
the
he's got like
VHS.
his old VHS
Yep.
camera. That's good stuff. Pre-taped NBA finals. That's what I like. When
Yeah.
NBA finals were on tape delay in the early 2000s.
But yeah, for sure. It's even though it's not the best TV to watch, you can still bet on it. So that's what we're going to do. Johnny, what do you like this weekend the most?
Hell yeah, we bet on the Pro Bowl. You guys didn't think we were going to bet on the All-Star game weekend? I like Trey Young getting plus 550 as the 3-point winner in that contest. To me, he is the biggest name in that contest. I saw Karl Anthony Towns is in it. Good God, what a disaster. He has the worst odds, by the way. So give me Trey Young plus 550. And then I'm going to do a homer pick here. This is my DraftKings pick of the week. And I'll double down. Devin Booker, All-Star Game MVP plus 2,000. I was messaging with my cousin before this, and he said that Devin Booker is too humble to be the MVP, and that's my only fear. And I'll talk to Espo and Saul about this later when I'm in studio. But that hits me hard because I think if Devin Booker wanted to be the MVP, I think he's by far one of the best, if not the best player playing in this game.
Yeah.
And the way the season has transpired, best player on the best team. But LeBron scares the hell out of me because, again, this season has been such a sham and people are doubting him. He might just demand the ball up court. Devin Booker's not going to do that. But I do think if he can get rolling early enough, maybe LeBron will concede and say, this is your night, this is your season. And then how do you not take the over at 320 and a half?
Yeah, for sure. LeBron right now, he's just angry more than anything. I don't know if you saw, I think it was the Mavericks game. He scored 10 points in like 2 minutes with Aaron Donald on the sidelines. It was just such a cool moment. Vintage LeBron, really imposing his will.
I don't need to see LeBron dominate another All-Star game because he's insecure. But we know he is.
Well, that's what's so
one
funny.
Of the most insecure superstars.
That's why I like my pick and your All-Star game pick. I'm making mine my DraftKings pick of the week as well. I like it so much because in the All-Star game, it almost feels like the people who dominate with size, like your Giannis's, your LeBrons, your Joel Embiid's, if they play their game and try really hard, they seem like weird because it's like you're dunking on a bunch of high schoolers because nobody's really playing defense. But the players whose games translates to the most fun to watch, like your Devin Bookers and your Trey Youngs and your Steph Currys, then that's fun to do because they just hoist threes. Booker's plus 3,500.
Did that just change? I just checked that.
Yeah, it is. Booker's plus 3,500 now.
So it literally changed within the last hour because
That's crazy.
Devin Booker was plus 2,000. And now, did we get in word that he's not going to play? First of all, Donovan Mitchell has better odds, or did have better odds. My guy Jason Tatum has better odds now. My cousin's sneaky pick was DeMar DeRozan because he's a homer at plus 1,500, which would be insane. But of course, the favorite at plus 650, or excuse me,
Giannis
second is LeBron. Giannis is the favorite.
So we'll go into my DraftKings pick of the week, which is Steph Curry to win the MVP at plus 800. He's plus 900 now, actually. So things are changing. I don't know why
the odds are changing real quick.
That's so strange. But as I said, Giannis isn't going to go for 40 and 20 because who wants to do that in the All-Star game? He's going to be shooting threes. Giannis is going to be doing. That's what he does. In the All-Star games, he has fun. He's LeBron, maybe not, but Steph Curry especially will just be chucking stuff. And if he shoots 70% from the field and hits 9 to 15 threes, which is very possible, then he might win the All-Star game MVP. So give me that at plus 8 or 900 now. And then speaking of 3-pointers, Patty Mills, my Australian bestie, plus 500 to win the 3-point competition. This man has been a flamethrower at moments this season for the Nets. He's kept them in the game single-handedly sometimes. I like him to win the All-Star or the 3-point competition at plus 500. And then, of course, the over. Johnny, you learned very fast that you should never bet on the under.
I took the Pro Bowl under.
Pro Bowl game or an All-Star game.
The Pro Bowl under had hit in 4 of the last 5 years.
I don't care what the stats are. You don't do that.
This year, the over almost hit in the first half.
Yeah, it's just how it goes sometimes, Johnny. Well, anything else before we get out of here, John?
Yeah, today PHNX Cardinals Live, myself, the GM Saul Bookman, and Cardinal great Frank Sanders, and I'm gonna be talking about a hot button rumor right now as it relates to Hollywood Brown potentially like retiring to play video games. I think there's an opportunity for the Arizona Cardinals to kill two birds with one stone,
Yeah, I
maybe
love
even
that.
three. Hollywood Brown to Arizona. I am on that bandwagon right now. Everybody wants CeeDee Lamb, Shane. I don't think that's realistic, but Hollywood Brown going into this fourth year of his rookie deal could potentially be had, in my opinion. And I think what a better way to smooth things over with your franchise quarterback than giving him, I think, a bona fide number two, his boy, Hollywood Brown in the desert. We're going to talk about that. And potentially Bruce Arians pissing off Tom Brady. Do the Cardinals now look better for their divorce retirement scenario with Arians now that he shows maybe he can wear out his welcome a little bit? That's today, PHNX Cardinals Live, 3 p.m.
Yeah, you can get all of that great coverage, great writing from Johnny and the rest of the staff here at PHNX at gophnx.com. You can get your first month for just 50 cents. Get an annual membership, get a free t-shirt with that for just under $60. Also head over to the PHNXLocker.com. Got sticker packs, got new shirts all the time. The Point Guard shirt that came out recently is so fire.
So good.
So head over to the PHNXLocker.com. Get a shirt like this or any of our other shirts that are always available. And yeah, they're soft, they're fun, they're comfy. And in addition to memberships, you also get deals of the week, which I believe is still the Suns deal, which is just a deal of the month at this point because the Suns are so damn good. So yeah,
might as well make it the deal of the year. Am I right?
And become a member and talk with us in the Discord. Get a bunch of great perks when you become a member and join the PHNX family. Also live today at 4 p.m. right here in the studio, ASU live show. We're going to be talking about the big win last night over Oregon, the big game tomorrow against the 3-21 Oregon State, and just what the rest of the season holds for the Sun Devils team. And are they really the team that Shane has been talking about this whole year that you don't want to see in the NCAA tournament? Find out that and more at 4 p.m. on
What about their football program?
PHNX Sun Devils. Guys, it's been a pleasure as always. We'll see you back here on Monday at noon. And piggity, piggity, peace.